For trainer William Muir, who joins me on the line now. William, well done, congratulations. How is Pyledriver?
Yeah, morning, Nick. Pyledriver took his race exceptionally well. He's fresh and he's doing really well. And we just monitor him over the next few days.
And when you went into the race on Tuesday, did you believe you had a Derby horse on your hands then?
No, I didn't think. I couldn't say I had a Derby horse. I went into the race thinking I had a really big chance of winning it. I thought, I don't know how good Mogul is. There was a lot of talk about Mogul. I felt that I had form to beat all the English horses, which is quite a bold statement, but I thought stepping up to a mile and 4 would suit my horse, and I just didn't know how good Mogul was. Obviously, it was a very expensive purchase, and you didn't know whether he was going to be the superstar that they were all talking about.
And looking at your horse, is there any obvious reason why your owners couldn't get the bid that they wanted for him when he was a yearling?
No, not at all, because he was such a good-looking horse, to the degree that when they come to my yard to see him after he was broken and and it was probably in about May, I stood him up in the box and I said, if I was to tell you he was by Frankel, you wouldn't argue he looks that good. He looked that good. And and the reason being is fashion and Harbour Watch was gone out of fashion. And people just say, pencil through, we don't want them because we can't sell them on.
It's quite remarkable. And are you surprised by how well he stays a mile and a half?
I am, because he's by Harbour Watch, but on the female side, they were all stout. You know, the female side have all got plenty of stamina in that side. You know, her half sister, Lapal's half sister, stayed, and she's bred 2 very, very good horses. That's been a mile and 4 horses on soft ground. So you knew on that side you were going to stay, but Harbour Watch, he was a sprinter, so you thought, could he? I think the next filly, his sister, will stay as well because she's by New Approach. But, I mean, that's just a different look. I mean, I just thought, Harbour Watch, will he get this trip?
He gets the trip well, so you know that that's in your armoury as you head to Epsom. What other attributes do you think the horse has that might make him well suited to the race?
Well, he doesn't worry about anything, Nick. He's so chilled out. He's not a tearaway. He drops in. He'll do whatever you asked of him. So he's got a great mind on him. Okay, this year is not like any other, where you're not going to have masses of crowds. So I think the horses that can get a little bit keen and tasty when you're doing those things, we're all going to be in the same. We're not going to have people there, so it's going to be a chilled out affair. But even in the Norwood, this horse is so chilled out, so laid back. There is strengths. He doesn't get himself worked up. He doesn't worry about life.
Can you quite get your head around the idea that you've got a horse that's so well fancied for the Derby? I'm not because you haven't won big races, you have, but because the way that the best middle distance blood flows into so few hands now almost makes it impossible.
Well, it does, and the thing that makes it impossible is because when they do so well, and he done very well as a 2-year-old, for a horse that was so tall and narrow and weak. His last race, I knew before we went to Newmarket he'd lost his way, and I said to the owners, we shouldn't be going. They said, well, come on, Martin can not knock him around if he falls in, if his weakness comes out, which is exactly what happened down into the dip. He sprawled around, and that was it. But no, then they got offered masses of money for him, and they said no. So normally, I wouldn't have him, because the normal people would normally say, we're going to have to sell for that sort of money, this is a fortune, we were going to have to sell. These boys, they're fantastic. They just said, no, we're living the dream, let's go.
Well, it's just tremendous. And are you happy with him?
Oh, am I happy with him? I mean,
are you happy with him in terms of his condition now, 5 days on from the race?
Yes, but I want him. That's just the thing I monitor with him. He's got to get his weight back to where he's racing weight. He lost a little bit, not masses, and he's put 2 or 3 kilos back on quite quickly. He's eating fantastic. He got stronger. It sounds stupid, but 4 days before Ascot, I was thinking, come on, let's just see. And then the next day, he was just like a spark. It just turned it back on. You went in to see him in the box. He wanted to jump up on top of you because that's his party trick. And then he's bucking and kicking up the canter the next day, and I thought, we're there. So I just do the same. I'll monitor him. I'll see where we are. And as long as I'm happy with him, because I don't want to ruin this horse, because he still, his future is in front of him. He's a big horse that's going to fill his frame one day, and he's going to be exciting then.
Well, hopefully he's exciting in a couple of weeks' time as well.